Hello and welcome to another Feedback Friday. Hi guys, this time I'm not going to be on my own. I have my friend here, Anthonia. As you've seen in the thumbnail, we have got a very knowledgeable, very experienced person here who is passionate about health and social care. What's it got to do with you guys? Well, as you know, UK Pride Education, we're an authorised partner for several universities, also GACA Consultancy, where Anthonia is actually the CEO. She also does consultancy with regards to immigration, travel for the US, Canada, and the UK. Now, back to the live. So, Anthonia, how are you doing?
Hi, good morning. It's good to be here. Thank you, Afsan. I'm fine, thank you. Nice to meet you once
Nice to
again.
meet you. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Right, so tell me about yourself. Tell me anything about yourself because nobody knows you here. So, anything you can say about yourself.
All right. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? Thank you, Afsana, once again. Anthonia is somebody that has a background in geology and engineering until she moved to the UK, a decade ago. And she thought to herself, the oil and gas might not be something she really wants. And I found the health and social care calling me, pulling me. The passion was there because I really wanted to help people. The jobs were readily available. Plus, I just find myself moving from the oil and gas geology to health and social care, and I've not looked back so far.
Wow.
I've really enjoyed it. So that's me here now.
Oh my goodness. Do you know what? You know when you're saying in the third person, you sound like the Queen? Because the Queen will always say her. So you're doing the same as well.
Yes.
It's just something that the Queen does. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. So moving on. So, like I said, the title of today's live is How to Get a Part-Time Job in Health and Social Care Work as an International Student. Okay. We're both consultants in higher education for UK universities. So, we do have that cap on today with regards to studying in the UK and working part-time. Right. So, the first question for you, Anton, is when should they start applying for part-time jobs?
I would say to international students, as soon as you get your visa, start applying for part-time jobs and even full-time jobs, okay? So, for instance, I'll use A and Mr. A and Mr. B. So,
Okay.
Mr. A, you're a family man, or Mrs. B, you're a family woman. As soon as you get your visa, while you are in the country, in Cameroon, in Ghana, in Togo, Nigeria, the best time for you to start applying for a job is the moment your visa is in your hand, even before you book your flight ticket. The reason why I say start applying for a job quickly is because COVID has worked in our favor, all right? You no longer need to attend an interview face-to-face. Companies are happy to have a virtual interview with you online. So that means you can be in your country, do an interview, start packing your bags, booking your flight and everything while you get an offer. As soon as you come into the country, you're working the week you start, you arrive the UK. So you see, but again, it's all about planning. If you don't plan, if we don't tell you this, how do you know? Most people wait until they come in and then they are all over the places. So as soon as you get your visa, that way you're sure for a fact, start applying for a job.
Brilliant. That is golden words for Anthonia. I didn't realize that you can apply as soon as you got your visa because it's valid. You've got that sticker on visa sticker, isn't it? Where it shows you how many hours of work you can do. How many hours are international students allowed to work?
International students are allowed to work 20 hours a week during term time, but during the holiday they can work unlimited. So right now, this is July.
Yeah.
There is nobody that is studying apart from those who are doing pre-masters, pre-BSc or top-up degrees. So during holiday, as long as you're on holiday, you can work full-time. By full-time, I mean there is no restriction to the number of hours. But legally, during term time, you work 20 hours a week.
Which employers know because it's on the sticker, so everybody knows it. Brilliant. So you've talked about when to start. So where would they need to look for jobs?
So I'll tell you lots of places you can look for a job. But before I get to that, I would say get your CV looked at. I've seen CVs from people coming from South Africa, students that I under the application from South Africa. Their CV format is different from the people from Nigeria. And people from Nigeria, their CV format is different from people from Togo. Okay. The difference is technical difference, All the details we want in the CV are there, but they are not UK CV. So make sure your CV is being looked at. have somebody to look at it for you. I'm sure Afsana or myself will be happy to help you edit your CV, look at it, or you pay people who can review it for you, because UK CV standard is entirely different. So having gotten a very good CV, right? Please don't lie on your CV. Don't lie on it. Just be as authentic and sincere as possible. Then you can. The places to look for job are online. You can go to Indeed. I trust Indeed so much. Indeed is so good at job applications. So and it's so fast. The moment you have your CV ready and all the details, you can just click, just one click, and you're applying straight to different employers. Except companies reroute you to their website. You can go to Indeed, number one. The second one would be CVlibrary.com. The third one would be TotalJobs.com. And start with these three. These three are so flexible and they are quick to respond to you, to tell you, oh, you're successful or you're not successful. There are many other job sites you can look at, but these three, I highly recommend them. They are very, very good. But when you come into the country, by all means, go to places and submit your paper CV. You know, the old school method still works very well. If you go there, you pick up a CV, you fill it right there and give it to them, or you come back again, those ones you'll be guaranteed of a yes or no quicker. So why applying online? Don't just sit in your home. Get out there and do something. Sometimes just push a bit. All right. So those are the ways I would say apply for jobs. And as soon as you come into the university in the UK, have a look at the university website. Most of these schools have jobs, internal jobs for students. So say, for instance, University of the Montfort University or University of Dundee, the jobs that are internal, they wouldn't give it to other students from other schools. Yeah. They wouldn't even give it to people who live in that town. They only give it to people who are students of the school first, before any other person. So that means you stand a bigger chance. Look at your school website. You have jobs for you. Though not many, yeah, but there are jobs also in the school internal vacancy that you can look at. And I would say, make it a habit of reading the walls, read posters. You would see where they are posting things like jobs on the boards. Okay, there's a job. I mean, just keep your eyes down. That's what I would say. Eye focus. You will see these posters around you. But when you have your eyes like this, you wouldn't be seeing anything. You only be seeing what you want to see.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you understand what I'm saying, Afsana?
Yeah, definitely.
And everybody. Yeah. Keep your eyes down. Yeah, you will see jobs just right there in your nose. Yeah.
Students also get it in the inboxes. Whichever university you go to, in your inbox, you will get vacancies which is in-house from the university in your inbox. I found this. I don't know, Anton, if you found this from your students. Many students actually ignore those emails because there's just so many. So look at all your emails when you get them, because in there
I think that's because people have a habit of not appreciating what they really have. They're looking for something outside. So, but the universities have jobs. Why ignore them and you're looking for something outside? So they just ignore it. It's up to them. Well, we all do that. People like to do that. Not appreciating what they really have. But that's another place to look at jobs. Okay.
Right. So that's so you've been very. You said generally jobs as soon as you come, not as soon as you come. As soon as you've got your visa, apply, and you've given the websites. I've given them, so I'll put them in the caption as well. Now, with regards to health and social care related work, we remember when last time we met, we talked about a PVG. What is that, and why is it important?
So, if you're in England, you're looking at DBS, Disclosure Bar Scheme. If you are in Scotland, you're looking at Protection of Vulnerable Group. So these are the same things. There's just like a license, is a check that is being done on you to say we've carried out a background check on this person, criminal background, physical, and we've found you, this candidate, eligible enough to look after others. So we trust that you are good mentally, physically, and you can look after others. You can look after children or adults or those with learning disabilities. So PVG, you would find all teachers in Scotland are registered with PVG scheme. Yeah. In nursery school, primary and secondary. You would also find everybody in health and social care, like everybody in health and social care is registered with PVG. So protection of vulnerable group, PVG, is something that you can't escape. If you want to know more about it, just ask when you come in. But the quicker you can get registered on it or get an employer that would sponsor it, it costs £59 for the first time you're registering, and it's £18 to renew it, maybe with a different employer. So say you left an employer and you're moving to another employer, you would need to do another PVG, because these ones want to check also why you left the other job and why you are joining us, if your record is still clean. Okay, so that's what it is. The quicker you get it, then the faster your job processing would be, and then you can start
your job.
Yeah, but lately you can start a job while your PVG is still being processed.
Brilliant.
Yes. Okay. So the government has just done in such a way that, okay, we want to be sure you've put in your PVG application. You can start a job while we're waiting for it, but we can also terminate the job if it comes back.
If they find anything,
back that you have a criminal offense or something like that, yeah. But you definitely need it, yeah.
Right. Okay, that's very good. So it's accessible. Brilliant. So what's the pay like for that sector?
Right. The pay for health and social care sector varies. I would say it's rewarding. It's rewarding, is above minimum wage.
Okay.
Okay. So I would say a 17-year-old or a 16-year-old would be earning about £8 an hour, just because we think you don't have much responsibility, but of course you do. And people who are more than that, you earn as much as £10 an hour to £25 an hour.
Really? That's not bad. It depends on experience.
So based on experience, based on how complex your job is. So if you're looking after people with very challenging behavior, you'll be paid more, because it's your health that is at stake. Sometimes you get, I don't want to say you get challenged, but you're supporting or you're caring for someone who is challenging. They can challenge you too. So that means you're paid more to be prepared and to be ready. But please, everybody, I want to say to you that you'll be trained. There's a training that they're going to carry out for you, regardless of how much experience you have before you start your job. So don't panic. We'll be sure that you are ready to go before you get a job or before you start. So we'll make sure we'll build your confidence, give you all the right tools you need. You get your uniform if your job requires uniform. If not, you're allowed to wear your mufti. But yeah, you'll be trained properly before you start your job.
That's for sure. That's for sure. I just want to say, from Leicester, my son, who's 18, he registered. He's unqualified HCA, healthcare assistant. So he registered he uploaded his CV on a Monday, and then he got a call on Friday to work for one of the NHS hospitals. So the demand is there. The demand is there.
Yeah, and I want to say to everybody, there's a very, very high demand of health and social care staffs. So as health and social care staff, who are you? You are a carer, you're a healthcare assistant, you're a support worker, you're an allied professional, you are a social worker, you are a social care worker, you are a nursery assistant, you are a classroom teaching assistant. So these are people that make up health and social care assistant. It's broad. So
very broad. It's really, not just one thing.
You are in high demand. We really need you. The demand, the more we fill in the vacancy, the more we still want to fill in more vacancy. Okay. So some people say to me, oh, it's so easy to get. I said to them, yes, it's easy to get, and it's also easy to lose. Because you really, really need to, it's those little things that can put your job at stake.
Really?
Yes.
Is it negligency or not doing what
you're talking about? Emotional abuse. You're talking about negligence. You're talking about financial abuse. You're talking about various forms of abuse. You're sitting right there. You're caring for somebody. The person is screaming your name. Andrew, and you just ignore the person. You are right there on your phone, pressing, chatting. You are paid to look after the person, not to be on your phone. I mean, please try and unlearn many things. Everybody, you really need to unlearn a lot of habits. and relearn new things. That's the secret. That's how you succeed. That's how you're going to be good at your job. Be willing to unlearn many things and relearn. But you can't come in with certain habits and you say, oh, it's so easy. Just get a job. I just want the long hours. Please be ready to put the job. Hafsana, we're going to be doing international student welcome, a welcome conference in September. So we want to be talking to people late, much about the cultural differences because we realize.
Welcome thing, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
So,
That'll be good.
yeah. Remember when we were in Dundee, most of the lecturers we spoke to together at that welcomed us, all the head of departments. One thing they kept telling me that they would really want me when I say, what can I do? How can I help you guys more since I'm in health and social care? Because I'm in management role. They said to me, please educate people. Educate them that this is a total different place. The culture is different. Some of them go through culture shock. And if you try to correct them, they say to you, you're being racist. They've had enough of that. You can't keep hiding under racism. Please, please, everybody, be willing to adjust. You must adjust. If I come to Nigeria or Ghana and I'm a British, I would be expected to adjust to the culture of Nigeria or British or anywhere in Africa. Okay? So when you come to our place, when you come to these countries, please be willing to adjust. It helps. Many of the head of departments I met that they said to me, please give them a proper orientation. A class starts at 10 o'clock. You walk in 10:30 and you're like, just walking.
No, you can't do that.
It's not acceptable. Yeah. And that's the same thing at job. So in your health and social care job, if you know you're running late, even if it's 5 minutes late, you know what to do. Please phone and say, excuse me, I think I'll be running late, but please, just to inform. It means a lot. We value that so much. It's not allowed to say, it's just half an hour late. It is not just. You're supposed to start this time o'clock. Let it be that time or before. I usually get to work half an hour before. Sometimes an hour before, just because it's best that way for me, for everybody. Everyone is more relaxed and calm. So thank you.
No, that's valuable. Michael, I'm so glad you're here because you're talking not just about this particular subject, but actual attitude, mentally how you should be prepared.
Cultural orientation.
Yeah. That's really, I really appreciate that, Anthonia. So basically, just last words, pearls of wisdom really from you. So what advice would you give to students who are actually thinking about part-time work during term time? Okay. You've said so much. If there's any last words.
Right, thank you. Yes. My advice to every student thinking about part-time work is that there are jobs for you as long as you're ready to work. But please also be ready to change your attitude, be ready to progress, be ready to relearn things. And there are lots of training for you. So don't worry, we're going to build your confidence. We'll give you all the right tools you need. On your first day at your work, everybody, please just know that there's something called shadow shift. Okay. So on shadow shift, we do that during the period of your probation. Somebody would show you what to do. Somebody will walk alongside with you and show you what to do. Again, we try to make sure that there's somebody that shadows you on your first shift, second and third shift. But if that's not the case, you would always have support. Definitely you have support in NHS, in the hospitals, in the care home, in the community. There's somebody that's going to at least coach you the first few months. Usually we give you 3 months probation. After that, we cannot make you a permanent or full-time staff. Brilliant. So please, by all means, the job you're going to be doing, or whatever job you get, eventually in health and social care or not, it can cover your cost of living. Maybe not all. You might need extra support from family or friends, but I tell you, it's not peanuts, okay? You'll be paid. There's dignity in labor. There is reward for your job. So right. People tend to ask me, oh, do you think I can pay my school fees with this amount I'm going to earn? I say to you, you can pay, but it might not be that quick. You want to earn £20,000 in 1 month. That's not possible. But yes, you can earn £20,000 in a period of months. So patience is the key, but be committed.
Patience.
Yeah, please, patience is the key, but be committed. Yeah,
Brilliant.
thank you.
My goodness, right. We have Bimbola, who's been very active on YouTube. She said it's all to do with communication. Exactly what Anthonia said. Communicate with the employer if you do run late. It's basically good manners, so that they will expect you late. So at least you've told them in advance, so it's not a shock to the system. Also, Bimbola said, thank you for this. I thought it was just in hospitals and care homes. And as you highlighted, it could be in any setting where there is vulnerable people.
Schools, yeah, even in schools, could be in any setting, exactly.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much, Bimbola. Thank you so much, Bimbola, for your questions. And I just wanted to say thank you so much. Anthonia is very busy right now because we are in peak admission season with regards to admissions, especially for September is like slowly going, but January as well.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate your time. It is valuable. But what you have shared, I'm sure many students will actually get a lot of help. Big shout out to Gaka Consultancy. I've actually written in the caption her email address, and I'll be giving her phone number as well. All the acronyms that she's actually mentioned, I will put them in the captions. And again, I just want to say thank you for your time. And we must meet up next time I go to Dundee.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
All right then. Thank you so much, Anthonia. Take care.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
everybody. Okay, bye.
Bye. Oh, brilliant. So did you see? I'm so blessed that I have such a knowledgeable guest. She actually is in the sector. So with authority, she's actually telling you reality, what it is like actually on the ground. The latest information. So if you have friends and family who you think that will get help from this video, all you need to do is to share it. Subscribe. I don't know what to say in YouTube language. Subscribe, comment, and there's something else you need to say. Share with friends and family. If you'd like a UK university admission, like I said, UK Bright Education is here. Also, Gaka Consultancy, her details will be in the caption. So if you'd like an admission, either in the US, Canada, or in the UK, Anthonia is here for you. She's a very good friend of mine. I'm sure she'll support you 101%. We've got one more comment. Oh, Uchenna, very interesting. What about school jobs? Yes, you will need a DBS if you're in England or a PVG if you're in Scotland with regards to work in schools. If you'd like to go back to the video, you'll be able to find out more about that. But you do need a criminal check, just to check on your background with regards to working with vulnerable people, whether they're very young or they're very old, or in other types of mental capacity as well. There's so many groups. When we talk about vulnerable groups, there's so many classifications in the UK. Well, I hope that was helpful, and I wish you a very good weekend. Like I said, if you'd like an admission, just DM me direct for January right now. Next week on Monday, I will be doing a live with Waka Waka Doctor. So if you're a follower for Waka Waka Doctor, you will be in for a treat on Monday. Until next time, my friends, take care. Bye-bye. Peace.